After you do a chain and take it out, and do a chain and take it out, you do that because you want to, that's practice. You want to make good chains. But at some point, you stop taking them out. And I want you to start a project like this one. So I did a chain, and then I started to build on that chain. And what it will do in the end is make a scarf. So when you build on that chain, you're at the end of your chain, you turn it around, and you go back into the chain for your next stitch. You don't go in the first chain. You see how I'm holding my yarn still in the left hand, and I have the needle in my right hand? I take the needle and I go into, not the first stitch, that would be that one. Can you see it? I want to take the needle and go in there. And I want to pull the yarn through one time and then hook the yarn and pull it through these two loops. Can you see it? For the next one, I hold the yarn on my needle by putting my index finger on it, and that keeps it from sliding around. So I want to take the needle and go, can you see it? Where to go? In between there, and pull the yarn through. Now on the needle, you've got two hoops. Can you see it? I want to hook the yarn and pull it through those two hoops. Ah! And then I need to grab the yarn in my left hand. I'm going to hold the yarn on the hook with my index finger on my right hand to keep it from sliding around. So once again, I'm going to go in that next stitch. Can you see it? I'm going to hook the yarn and pull it through. So I have two hoops now on the needle, and I'm going to hook the yarn and pull it through those two hoops. And it's probably looking kind of crazy, but that's okay. You keep going and it will start to look beautiful. So there's your new piece. You hold your index finger on your yarn, on the needle, to keep it from sliding around. And then you put the needle under the next stitch, which is right here. You push it through. You hook the yarn and you pull it through. So now you have two hoops on your needle. You hook the yarn and you pull it through both of them. So now you want to make another stitch. You take your needle. Remember to use your index finger to hold that yarn and keep it from sliding around so much. And you take your needle and you push it through or underneath that chain. You grab your thread and you pull it through. So now you have two hoops. Grab your thread and pull it through both of them. So now I'm going to just stop and admire my work. Which means I'm going to stop and look at it. I kind of stretch it to be sure that it's stretchable. So now let me show you how to count your stitches, how to count your chains. I think you can see this. So when you count them, it's like you've got one. Can you see? Can you find your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I did 5 stitches on here. And altogether, this piece has 15. And that's about the size that will give you a good scarf for little bitty kids, like age 1 or 2. You don't want it to be much wider than this because it'll cover their whole head. So